Just a few weeks ago, we heard the CW announce they were canceling Batwoman, a show that no one liked and viewers weren't watching. It was one of their worst rated TV shows ever, and they finally put it out of its misery, but the woke show's being canceled hasn't stopped because Naomi, a show focused on identity politics that was in its first season, has officially been canceled. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So this is a Bounding Into Comics article. With ratings in a catastrophic nosedive, Ava DuVernay's Naomi axed after one single season. Now, this was a show that I didn't see going anywhere. It didn't start with amazing numbers, it didn't hold numbers, and no one really seemed that interested in it throughout the course of its first season. It just seemed like another show that CW figured they'd greenlight because they're trying to focus on, of course, shows that push narratives in consumers' faces, but it completely failed. It never went anywhere for them. And I think that this is hilarious because when they first announced this show and they were talking about it and the showrunner admitted it was focused on identity politics, we all knew that it was going to fail, and now it has. It says a new report claims that Ava DuVernay's Naomi, which stars Casey Wallfall, has been axed by the CW after completing its first season that saw its ratings continuously nosedive. It started at nothing and it dropped to very, very bad numbers. It says Deadline reports Ava DuVernay's superhero drama Naomi will not be back for a second season on the CW. It definitely seems like the CW has decided to axe a few of the shows that have been doing very bad for them. Of course, the CW has never been profitable, and they even admitted it. But they're finally seeing that shows like Batwoman aren't going anywhere, Naomi aren't going anywhere, and they're canceling them now. This report comes just 2 days after the show's season 1 finale wrapped up on May 10th, an episode that posted the show's worst ratings of the entire season. And usually at the start of a season, the numbers are higher, and at the end of the season, numbers are higher because people want to see how the story is starting and people want to see how the story is finishing. But this show never even broke 1 million viewers, and it continuously dipped. It says TV series finale reports the final episode saw its ratings in the 18 to 49 demo clock in at an abysmal 0.06. Total viewership had plummeted from a season premiere and high of 802,000 viewers to an all-time low of 428,000 views. I do think that the CW thought this show was going to do well. I really do. I don't think that at this point they would probably greenlight this many shows that they expected to do bad. Of course, they can't expect every show to do season 1 of Arrow or Flash numbers at 3 million and 4 million viewers, but I thought they expected it to at least break 1 million, and it didn't even do that. It didn't even get close. It's not like they were only a couple thousand off. It says the show had an average rating per episode of 522,000, but as you can see, the show is consistently bleeding viewers nearly every week, with the only significant increase coming on March 22nd for the show's 8th episode. The show lost nearly half of its audience from its premiere to its finale. If they didn't focus so much on pushing narratives in people's faces first and foremost and actually wrote a good story, if this content wasn't about lecturing people and demanding change, but it was simply good entertainment, they wouldn't see so much backlash. But they don't know what good stories are anymore, so they're greenlighting series like this, and they deserve to be canceled after only one season. They didn't even deserve one season at all. But of course, like clockwork, the media is already defending this show, saying things like, you're an asshole if you celebrate the CW shows like Naomi being axed. So a Screen Rant writer took to Twitter to attack people, calling them assholes if they celebrate the CW axing shows like Ava DuVernay's Naomi. This show did deserve to get axed. Honestly, it didn't even deserve a season 1, but they tried it and it failed. He said, PSA, if you're celebrating any of the CW shows being canceled today, let me make this crystal clear to you. You're celebrating hundreds and hundreds of people losing their jobs, especially during a pandemic. Yes, it's not over. You're an absolute 100% asshole, 100% fact. If you like the show, that's okay. Power to you. I personally couldn't find anything in this show that I liked, but it's writers like this that make people hate entertainment media, gaming media, because you're going on social media attacking people who are simply saying a bad show that never got viewers deserve to be canceled. It's as simple as that. Now, I am not the only person who is laughing at the fact that this show got canceled after only 1 season. On the Discussing Films Twitter thread, there are a lot of people here that are laughing at it. 3 down, and it's the CW standing over the graves of Naomi, Batwoman, and DC Legends of Tomorrow. I had made a video on Batwoman and Legends of Tomorrow getting canceled, but I actually liked the first couple of seasons of Legends of Tomorrow, but Batwoman was just a flop from the beginning, and so was Naomi. These do deserve to get canceled, in my opinion. People commenting things like CW really said execute Order 66. These shows shouldn't have been made in the first place, okay? They shouldn't even have to execute an Order 66 on them. I am just going to play you all this 10-second clip. This is what they decided to cancel, but this is what the CW decided to greenlight in the first place. They said that this is truly entertainment. This is what people are going to want to watch. This show was super low budget. The writing was awful. There was nothing about this show that makes me go, well, you know what? Maybe it did at least deserve 1 more season. Complete failure from the beginning. People are commenting things like now cancel Flash, Superman and Lois, and cancel Titans, revamp all DC TV series and have them produced by HBO with a decent budget. I actually think that these shows are not bad. While The Flash has gone downhill, it's not the worst in my opinion, but Superman and Lois is good and Titans is also very popular. In the next few weeks, I'm sure that we're going to see showrunners and producers and writers go on social media and attack people who didn't like Naomi, calling them ists and phobes. I'm sure that we'll see it. I'm sure that this is not the last time I will be talking about Naomi, but for now, that's all that I really had to discuss. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.